Okay, so I was just making smoothies this morning like I do every morning, and I'm usually up first and getting my mindset straight. But after that, I always make my husband a smoothie to take to work because I want to make sure that he, basically I want to make sure he eats fruit and gets some greens in his body, but that he, does something more than just drink coffee straight. So I do this every morning, and this morning I wanted to share with you one of my tips, or a couple of my tips that actually save me so much time. Because if you are just going to get all the things out and try to make a brand new smoothie every day from start to finish for maybe it's one person, maybe it's you, or maybe you have 5 kids and they all need a smoothie. So for however many people, this will definitely save you tons of time, and you only need to know a couple things. Okay, so if you know much about me, you will know that I am a huge believer in the power of food, and that includes our friends, fruit. So many people will scare you away and tell you that you should not put fruit in your smoothie and that it's high in sugar. This is a lie. We need fruit. Fruits and vegetables are the foods you need to focus on the most in your whole entire life. They have the power, okay? So that is that. Now, one thing that I do to always have amazing kinds of organic fruit on hand is I buy them in bulk at Costco. If you don't have Costco, then maybe you have something different. Or you can just buy all of the bags in the small size and put them in your freezer. So here's the ones that I always keep on hand, and so you can really mix and match to make any kind of smoothies that you want. Okay, number 1, see how big these bags are? This is how big of bags you need because you need to be eating this much. Not at once. Wild blueberries. I will talk about wild blueberries all the live long day. Thank you, medical medium, for telling the world that wild blueberries are the #1 healing food, the most powerful food on earth, and they match my shirt today. So we always have the wild blueberries, and it's so cute when I give them to Dalton. His face, like his lips turn like purple. He looks like he's wearing lipstick. So they have such deep nutrients that they stain your lips in a good way. Second, mangoes. Mangoes we call the happy fruit because they help to induce a lighter mood. We all need that, okay? And also mangoes are really, kind of difficult and annoying to cut if you buy them fresh and you're like, is this ripe? Is this not ripe? How am I even gonna cut this thing? That would take you half an hour to cut mangoes if you wanted a mango smoothie, so do that instead. Next is strawberries. These are great. Sometimes I'll just put some of these fruits in glass containers in the fridge and let them thaw out, and then they're great for snacks. But also frozen makes them more frothy in your smoothie. So we have blueberries, mangoes, strawberries. I also have some cherries, but they're in my garage, so I'm not gonna go get those out. Okay, so the #1 thing you need to have in your smoothies is fruit, and buying the fruit already washed, organic, in bulk, where it's just in a freezer you can quickly open and dump it into something is fast, okay? So #1 is fruit. Second, greens, okay? This is the bag that I always buy for greens because it is huge and it has a blend. So I really like to get different nutrient capabilities in my body through different types of food. And green food, leafy greens, is like the food that I always make sure that I eat multiple times a day, and I would recommend it for you too. So I love this blend because it's triple washed, it's organic. Always look for triple washed because we don't want dirt or E. coli on our romaine lettuce. Baby shark, kale, and spinach, okay? All powerhouse green foods, really, really deep, dark greens that help scrub the lining of your gut to get the junk out, okay? I bet you didn't know that. High in vitamin C, great. Okay, so you don't have to measure this stuff, right? You just dump it in. So we're gonna dump in those frozen elements, the greens, and then you can have a liquid, not milk. It can be a non-dairy, unsweetened milk. The only things you really need to watch for are 1, that it's not dairy, 2, that it's unsweetened so that we don't have added sugar, and 3, that it doesn't have crap ingredients like carrageenan, citric acid, natural flavors, or other words you can't pronounce. Other than that, that's fine. But you know what? I always use water because there's a richness from the fruit, and I always use bananas. So you don't have to have the almond milk, and if you want to use that for other things, then you can have it for that other things. So we have fruit, greens, a liquid. I like ice because I like it a little bit colder. And then some kind of superfood. So this could be anything from spirulina would be one kind of superfood I would add in. Or it could be hemp seeds or hemp protein or chia or flax, okay? So any of those things are easy to find. You can get them anywhere. Again, you just want to make sure you're always looking for the best quality in any kind of thing that you put in your body. And what I will always say about chia, this is the one that I recommend. You can find it from Live Pure. If you want to know more about it, I'll link it below. But Mila is extracted without heat from the seed. So it's like a powder. It's not like a little seed. This is what you want because you don't want little seeds just passing through your digestive system. You want the absorption, and chia is very powerful. It will absorb toxins and acids in your body. It helps to train your gut muscles to move things through. It has so many powerhouse benefits. That's why we use it almost every day, okay? Mila. So now, how do we make this fast? Well, one, we keep our refrigerator stocked. We buy in bulk, so we always have food on hand. And now I'm gonna show you the real hack, okay? So if you had a grandma like me, maybe she canned food all the time, and she probably didn't put this stuff in it, but that's okay. Mason jars, just get mason jars. You can get them maybe at the Container Store or on Amazon or anywhere. And we fill the mason jars up with whatever you want. And don't you love smoothies? Because you can't mess it up because fruit is so sweet. This tastes like dessert for the morning, and it's good for you. So I have 3 jars that I just made this morning. So this is gonna last me like the whole rest of the week. This is mango, blueberry, hemp seeds, chia, and greens. So then like tomorrow morning, I'll grab one of these, dump it in my Vitamix. I really recommend getting a really high powerful, high-speed blender. If you want little ones too, that's fine. I have a small and a big. But I'll just dump that in. I'll probably put water in here to rinse any debris out and add that, add some ice, add a banana, and done. So easy, right? So bananas are perfect to eat when they have some brown spots. That's what you want. You know, more brown, more ripe. They're really good for baking, for like vegan bakings and those type of things. But this is really when they're at their prime for you and for nutrients, okay? And for digestion. So you can just add a banana. This one is strawberries, blueberries, greens, and chia Mila. And this one is dark cherries, greens, strawberries, hemp seeds, and chia. So really just do whatever you want. You can do less, you can add more, get your liquid, get your ice, and pop them in your fridge. And depending on, you know, how hungry you are or how active you are, this could be like a very big smoothie, or it could be, you know, smaller. It could be one for 2 little kids. So, you know, you just decide. But I like doing it this way because instead of making the entire smoothie the night before and having it just in the fridge, you can do that too, or you could put it in the freezer, but the texture gets kind of funky and the color kind of turns brown, and so it's just fresher this way, and it really takes no time other than, you know, dumping it out into the Vitamix, adding water, and pushing blend. That's it. And if you don't have time for that, then you don't have time to be healthy, and that's a sad story. Okay. So I hope you like these tips. Please subscribe to my channel if you like this video, and leave a comment below and tag all your friends who need to know how to eat smoothies. Thanks guys, I'll talk to you soon.